Hola.
Hello.
Okay, so we attempted a live stream that failed.
Yep. We attempted multiple live streams.
Yeah. But anyway, so this is a video, and it's gonna be like basically asking all the Padlet doing all the Padlet questions. And then I'm gonna interview my dad, see what questions he has, or questions he used to have, or questions he thinks other people might have.
Okay.
Okay, and he's gonna read off the questions.
All right, so first question. Hi Quinn, I really enjoy watching your videos. When did you start to become interested in bearded dragons?
So it was in a second grade field trip. And so there was a lady there with a reptile. Can't remember what type because I was very young. And yeah, I lost memories. But anyway, so can't remember which type of reptiles. But there was a reptile there, and she let us like pet it. So that's like kind of how I started getting into reptiles. Like my dad's, like I asked my dad if I could have one. He said no. Like he said I wanted like a pet that I could touch. He said that we had a dog, but I wanted something that was like my own. So then we got hermit crabs.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't really pet them that much because they kept going into their shells. I wouldn't really recommend hermit crabs as pets just because like it usually gives them like a smaller lifespan. Like usually they can live from like 10 to 20 years, but in captivity they only lived like 1 year or 2. I had one that lived 2 years. But anyway, I got Levi after that. Later they died. But that's the lifespan of a captive hermit crab.
So that's why you got interested in bearded dragons?
Well, yeah, because of the reptile.
Yeah. So why do you like reptiles?
Well, actually, I need to continue.
Oh, sorry.
So I got Levi. I loved him. And then later we got Crush and Lock. And here we are with a YouTube channel.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay, now it's why do you like reptiles?
Okay.
So just because they're so sweet, and like I just love the way they feel, and they're just great. Okay, what advice would you give to someone who is considering getting a bearded dragon as a pet? So first of all, it's a lot of money, and that like if you're willing to pay all that money, it like can get to like $300 or $200. Mm-hmm. And then plus all the lighting gives you like more money on your power bill. Well, electric bill.
Mm-hmm.
But and then like all the care stuff, like all the stuff I know about is just like all of the right stuff, because there are a lot of like well, I guess I won't say right, it's just different ways that aren't really as healthy for them. But so all the stuff that's like I think in my opinion is best for the bearded dragon, all the stuff is like all the care tips and supplies you need and stuff is on Bearded Dragon Care 101, which is a great website. They just know everything, because for a while I was doing like research to like see which websites had like lining up like good like facts on them. And then the best one I found was Bearded Dragon Care 101. There were like a few others, but the one I still go to if I'm having like questions like if Levi's healthy, if like I want to put in new like vegetables or fruits to his diet, like I'd recommend that. Next is
I thought I was reading the question.
Okay.
All right. So this one comes from Christine Mason, who is one of your teachers. First question: what are your thoughts about changing Levi's name to Mrs. Mason?
So
That's a really good question.
Not really, cause just cause I feel like it would be weird. And then also Levi's not female. He's male. Okay.
I don't know. Mrs. Mason's not a bad name. Question number 2. Do you think Levi is gifted since he can drink out of his water dish?
No, I'm actually pretty sure he was just running around his cage, and then he just went into his water dish and then noticed that the bottom was wet.
So clumsy versus gifted. Is that what you're going with?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3. What is Levi's favorite movie?
So the only one he hasn't slept through was probably Captain Marvel. So, like, yeah.
With that?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 4. Could you do a video where you do fun things with Levi? Not that Crush and Lock aren't super awesome, but they seem a lot more shy than Levi. I feel like Levi really wants to connect with his fans.
Yes, basically. And then the reason that Crush and Lock are shy is just because they're like nocturnal. So they're just like half asleep all the time I'm handling them. So it like they're kind of more shy also because I haven't like pet them as much.
All right. So the last question on the Padlet is, how often do you clean the enclosures? And this person asked because their roommate in college had reptiles and the enclosures would sometimes get smelly.
Okay, so well, that person's already gone through college. Okay, but so with Levi, I clean his enclosure like usually around once a week or sometimes before videos just to make it not like
spruce it up a little bit.
Yeah. And then like it also doesn't really get that smelly unless it's like the first hour like after he went to the bathroom because then it's like fresh and smelly. And also if you don't clean it so that all of it like there's just a ton in there and it gets really smelly just because of the sheer amount of droppings.
Would you say that if you keep it clean that you don't have to worry about the smell?
Pretty much, unless it's the first hour after he went to the bathroom. And then also for Crush and Lock, so we're like, I'm trying to look at somewhere where I can get like a cleaning crew type thing, like isopods, or like, cause Springtails, the enclosure has like a little crack on the door, so Springtails might be able to get out. But I was like trying to get a cleaning crew for isopods, so they can basically eat the poop, and that's how they survive.
So you're gonna put bugs in the terrarium to make it cleaner. Okay.
And they're also pretty small, so Crush and Lock won't like eat them. And then so I am very tired. And then also Crush and Lock's droppings aren't really very smelly. And the reason I'm saying droppings and not poop is because technically it's not poop because they release both the poop and the liquids. I don't want to get demonetized. So I think that's everything on here.
Okay.
Oh, and also the last one, how often do you clean the enclosures? I can't remember if I did this in a previous video, but you got a second chance. Okay.
Okay. I don't know if I have any good questions for you.
Just think of things that people might like. Questions you have, questions you used to have, or like things you might think other people might have.
Gotcha. How often do you let Levi run around the house?
So basically, he can usually run around in his cage, but around the house, it's usually if I'm handling him and he starts getting like antsy, I just let him run around. I supervise him.
Supervise him.
Cause there was one time he like fell through the guardrail, like he went through the guardrail of the stairs.
Kind of ran through it, didn't he?
Yeah.
I guess that goes back to Mrs. Mason's question about, do you think he's gifted? I don't know if he is.
Oh, there was also this one time he kept like headbutting a power cord, like there was like a red switch on a power strip thingy, and he kept like ramming into it.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually in a video. I had to cut it out though, just cause.
You should maybe make a bloopers video.
No, I don't. I didn't want to get demonetized because my pants fell down when I was crouching down to pick him up.
Okay, yeah, we don't need that.
Okay.
I have one more question. Do you let Levi play with Crush and Lock?
So there was one time I put Levi by Crush, and I think he was trying to eat Crush.
Okay, that's probably not a good idea either.
Yeah, just cause Levi can like probably handle about that size. So yeah.
Okay.
So this was, I don't know how long this video is. Might be short, might not.
We'll see what you edit out.
Yeah. Well, actually, if we reload this, will there be anything else?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So that's the end of the video. This is pretty much a failed live stream. Bye.
Bye.